Hello everybody, welcome back. Sorry it's been a while. I have just needed to come out with a few tutorials and I've been busy working on my base. After the base got completed, I made a base art. I'll plop an image of that up too. Pretty sick. It's taken me a while. Finally got automation running up. Then I got, I don't know, incited is the right word because he wasn't even in my faction, but basically there was somebody that had a TP into my base that then got my stuff, got a few resources back from USSR and those other people with a few more drives, got automation back up and running again. Basically, I just had to do the whole thing twice. So yeah, it's been a while since I've had some time to be able to sit down and do some tutorials for you guys. Today, we'll be focusing on how you're actually going to be making money on the server using the systems they have for drugs. So I'm going to plop up some recipes on the screen, or because I can't personally do it on the server, but when you first start out in the game, you have tobacco is what you start with. You go from tobacco. Once you rank up enough, you can go up to cannabis, which drop these, and then the cocoa, the cocoa or cocaine, whatever, that drop these. So this is one of your end game, but basically as you rank up, these will sell for more money. But eventually, from the start, you will be starting with these seeds. So basically, these seeds, you have to combine these leaves with pythogrow, and pythogrow takes 5 grass and 4 sugarcane to make. So you're going to need to make a sugarcane farm, and you're going to need to make a grass farm. Now, over to the left here, I've demonstrated a way to make a easy and effective grass farm using this right here. As you can see, this is a radius upgrade of 4, so its initial radius of 1, 2, 3 right here, and then it upgrades by 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's how many blocks it's going to harvest. So if you go back this way, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the other side of the radius, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes out this far, and it goes out this wide. Just so you know how the harvester works. Depending on the biome, you're going to get different flowers that will grow. You can use a sprinkler underneath the sprinkler as well. To simplify things, if you just simply fill this thing up with water, you will get a working sprinkler. So now that's going to start working. In the harvester, you're going to want to make sure that shear leaves is turned on. That will enable it to cut off the grass and then plop it in here. Now, and make sure on the right side that you guys do have a fluid duct pumping into a sludge boiler or a nullifier. It's up to you. I always just do nullifier because it seems the simplest to me. I'm going to show you guys real quick a example that works easier. Is that whenever you're in a biome such as a mountain or ocean, you get this type of result instead. So you have it generating not those biomes of honey, clovers or whatnot. You just have it generating like pure grass and flowers, and that happens whenever you're over like a mountain biome or something like that, where the only types of things that will generally grow on top of the grass is, the grass blocks is just grass and flowers. So going underneath those biomes for these types of things makes it a lot more easier to do. So moving back onto this other section here, these have a radius outline of 4 blocks. If you'll notice, the sprinkler only tips at the 4 block range in each direction. It's going to go out to here, it's going to go out to here, and then stop. So an ideal range to plant things is to go like this. This is the really good area. You can then just simply plant down your seeds, and the sprinkler should help it grow. And once your crops are fully growing, the harvester will take down the crops and harvest them, and then you can take that, combine it with the pythogrow, and then you will have your cool little base thing. Now, something to take note about is that when you're making these on the drugs, you only get a lot of the benefit if you do break down the top row. Okay, so you guys can see, there you go, they got the leaves in there, and if you combine it with pythogrow, which on the server they do have the recipe changed so that pythogrow costs grass and sugarcane to make, you get the dried tobacco, which you can then turn into the cigars or the dried which is used with some recipe. I completely forget what it is. This is just a quick redemonstration of a Tesseract method. So as you can see, if you have bone meal in here and you have it going into a Tesseract that you have made, it's a Tesseract that has this security block on it. So it's like a private network that nobody else can steal from, and you're safe to use. And basically you can go into this network and say, I'm the owner, I want to send items into demo 2, redstone off, and then you'll assign it to demo 2. Then you can have some type of water source input, preferably coming from an aqueous accumulator right here. This will take water and pump it out, like that. So now I can say I want fluid pumping in, I'm the owner, to demo 2. And now, if you have demo 2 over here, and you say, I'm the owner, I want it to take out fluid and item, you will now get a sprinkler that works through a Tesseract with bone meal inside of it. Okay, so something that you can do over here is take 4 of those types of Tesseracts, like in this shape, if you really want to speed up your growth automation or whatnot. And you can just do this. This pattern helps cover the same area, but it will help grow the drugs at a faster rate. So if I do this, you should start to see this is one of the highest tier drugs. As I'm planting this, these water things should start to enable themselves. There you go. Now you can see they're dispensing a lot more water. And if we just simply pump in more bone meal, there you go. Now we're eventually going to fill up all 4 of these guys with bone meal, and when all 4 of these guys have bone meal, these will start to grow really fast. You have, these are growing insanely fast. You have this that then goes up to that radius, and if you want to give them more time to grow, you can always increase the radius, that way it has to take longer to get back to these. But as you can see right here, this crop is almost fully grown on 2. You can do it, buddy. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. So you just saw you got 1, but then you just got that. So you see you get the increased growth the more that it harvests. And then with this, you can use rich pytho to make the dried. With that, you make cocaine. And then with this, you make this recipe. And then with that, you make the brick. There you go. A sugarcane farm. Oh boy. So this one you want on the same level as the sugarcane. As you can see, this is a pretty decent farm. It's just the, standardized one where you do this. You have to supply with water, and it gives you sugarcane. And then with the sugarcane, you can, make that pytho grow that you need along with your grass farm. So, I mean, the reality is you're going to need more sugarcane farms than you'll need drug farms, because you'll need to produce sugarcane faster than you can produce drugs. So even though you speed up your drugs, that only means you need more sugarcane farms. So, you can make fertile soil. I don't know if they already have the custom crafting recipe integrated into... Yep, okay, they do. Podzol, industrial fertilizer, and milk. That's how you can make this. You can make the podzol, I think. Yep, spruce leaves covered in dirt. Just like that, or you can get it from a sludge boiler. But if you do that, you do not need water, and you can place them all next to each other. So by doing this, you allow an insanely faster farm. So as you can see here, same farm as this over here. Look in the chest, look at how much more sugarcane that made than this. So using something like this is a lot more beneficial for your sugarcane production. Anyways, moving on. Another really cool compact trick that you can do is you can also combine cactus with sugarcane. On fertile soil, the cactus will not break upon planting the sugarcane next to it, and the sugarcane will not break upon planting cactus next to it. That being said, you can make a factory that does both of these at the same time. Pretty darn useful. And the reason you'll need cactus is for the rich pytho, which is also used with the grass. Really quick thing, if you don't want to lag the server, just make an energy acceptor, a pattern terminal, and a molecular assembler. You don't even need an ME controller and drives. You just need this. If you pump up this, you can simply make a pattern in here like this. Plop your pattern into here. Do that, and it will literally start automatically making it for you. Really simple method, really simple setup, help us fix a lot of lag. Something we need to know about in our lives, apparently. But yeah, that's just been this quick tutorial for crop automation on FTAM. Hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye bye.